Dear viewers, welcome to yet another episode of Your Life, Your Money. Investing is an interesting word. Everybody wants to invest. Everybody wants to make money. Everybody wants to be successful in their investment journey. Do you know the reality? 9 out of 10 people who set out to do the investments will fail, will not hit success as they anticipate. What goes wrong? Is it the external factors? Is it the internal factors? What stands between they hitting success and they ending up as failures? In this episode, I'm going to discuss what exactly goes against them in these failed cases, and there is a lesson for every investor to learn from this episode. Stay till the end of the video. I'm going to discuss very important points here, which if you practice well, there is nothing which can stop you hitting the pinnacle of success in your investment journey. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, your financial guide for a happy living.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
Probably 1 out of 10 people who set out for investment will become successful. The rest of the 9 people will end up as failures or suboptimal returns or give up on the way. What goes wrong? Where is the mistake? Is it the external forces? Is it the internal forces? Is it the wrong product that has been chosen? Is it the wrong advisor? Is it the wrong asset class? Is it the wrong timing? What goes against them? The clear answer for the failure does not lie in the external world. The real reason why people fail in their investment exercise is because of the factors which are internal to them. If they are able to conquer these internal hurdles, obstacles, call it enemy, call it the obstacles or any name that you want to give it, these are the ones which go against these investors. In this episode, let's look at 6 of them a little bit more in detail. Investors' enemy number 1, or the obstacle that lives within them, is indiscipline. Indiscipline is one single factor which contributes for failure. Why people are indisciplined? People are indisciplined because of very casual nature. You don't do your homework well when you start for investing. How much money can I set aside? If you don't have a budget, if you don't know how much you are earning and how much your expenses, how much you can save in a disciplined way, and out of your savings, how much money you can put for investment, it is showing the seeds of failure over there. Let's say somebody saves about 20,000 every month and you join a scheme where you pay 20,000 every month. Then you don't have a scope for any room for any errors or extra expenses that might come in some months. Let's say that you are saving 20,000 and you join the scheme for 20,000. In some months, if some extra expenses comes, what will you do? Either you have to take a loan or you have to miss the installment for which you have to pay. It could be your insurance policy, it could be your SIPs, it could be anything for that matter. If you don't do your budgeting very well, then it results in indiscipline in your savings and it can result in failure. Likewise, the time. If you have to pay for certain things at a certain point of time, or if you have to do certain things at certain points of time, you must stick to the timings. If you forget it to pay your insurance premium, if you forget to pay your bank or maintain balance in the bank for the SIP deductions that happens every month, the SIPs will bounce. Then the bank will put penalties on you and you think, I will do it the next month. The next month, the same story could repeat. Then the SIPs will stop permanently. The insurance policies may stop. This can also extend towards your EMIs for your loans also. So if you are indisciplined, it sows the seed of failure in your life. It's not restricted only to your investment. It can result in failure in anything that you do in your life. The second enemy of investors is a problem called analysis paralysis. These are very special individuals. You find them in abundance when we meet people. These people have an intention to do the investment, but they want to make sure that they take the right decisions. They will ask the right questions. They will meet the right people. They will do the research. The only thing is, they will not take decisions. This is called as analysis paralysis. You constantly keep doing analysis, and you keep doing research. You try to find the best asset class. You try to find the best product. You want to do everything best. In that process, you are not able to zero in on what you need to do. There are countless people who do this. They keep on analyzing things, but they don't take a decision. What happens in the interim is they lose time. The time and tide does not wait for anyone. I remember an instance many years before I was practicing in Dubai. So I was meeting physically and somebody came to me. We did an analysis. We did a fact find. I made recommendation A, B, C, D to that gentleman. And the gentleman didn't turn up. I followed up with multiple calls and he was telling me that I'm analyzing the thing. I asked him, what are you analyzing? I have told you each and everything. Ask me if you have any doubts. If you need any explanation, you please ask. No, Dr. Bhatt, what I am analyzing is, should I invest in mutual funds or should I invest in stocks? Should I start my insurance first or should I start my retirement first? 6 months passed. Multiple follow-ups call happened and the gentleman is not able to take a decision. Interestingly, all these things have happened many years before, a few years before. That's a laugh of many years. The gentleman again calls me and he says, can we have a follow-up meeting? I said, for what? I just need to analyze again all over to start my mutual fund or should I start with the stocks? I refuse to see the gentleman because he cannot take a decision in this matter. So it is not something one-off individual it happens. It's quite common. If you are somebody who has this analysis paralytic attitude, how to conquer that? The simple way to conquer that is, when you want to do certain things, put a time frame. Whatever I want to do, I will decide within this time frame. It could be 3 days, 7 days, 1 month, 3 months, whatever it is. You have to decide whether getting married, whether it is buying that flat, whether starting some insurance product, starting your mutual fund, whatever you want to do, put a time frame. I will take a decision within this. When the time ends, you have to take a decision. It could be good, it could be bad, it could be mediocre, whatever it is. Otherwise, you will never come out of this problem of analysis paralysis. One another way is, don't try to chase the best of the things. When you try to chase the best of the things, it is always elusive. Rather, describe very clearly what should you get out of this activity. See, for example, if you say, I have to invest in the best returns giving mutual fund, it will always remain elusive. This year, there could be one fund which is giving you the best return. Next year, the role will change. So it keeps changing like this. Instead, if you say, I am a normally FD investor, the bank gives me 6% or 7%. By shifting to the mutual fund, if I am able to get, let's say, bank plus X rate, it could be 3%, 4%, 6%, 10%, whatever could be the rationale you can put in. I will choose one amongst that, or I'll choose the best amongst that. I will ensure that that kind of a return I will ensure. So put a rational thought around it. Describe what you want to achieve. Don't say that I should get the best. Rather, you, in a concrete way, you say this is what I need to get. Then you are able to take the decision. One another way is take the external help. Ask a financial advisor to help you with. They will be able to help you, but put a time-bound restriction on yourself that I have to take a decision within that time and you must take decision. The third enemy of investors is a problem called chasing the return. People want to see which gives you the highest return. And I want to invest all my money into that asset class or fund or stock which gives me the highest return. How do you decide on this? Very simple. You look at the ranking of the fund, you do your Google search, you see what has happened in the past, you will look at that rear view mirror and you say that this fund has given me 35%. The small caps have given me 35%. The micro cap has given, this mid cap has given, this small fund has given, this sector fund has given. And you want to put all your money into that. It's just not restricted to funds. It could be an asset class. It happens with gold. Gold moves up in cycles. Suddenly, because of some macroeconomic conditions, the gold will see an uprise. You are seeing that in the last few years now. Crude will move sometimes. The commodities will move. The real estate moves up. It can happen in any of the things and they will become the fashion of the day. If you are chasing the return, just keep this at the back of your mind. The fashion of the day will not remain permanent. Fashion keeps changing. The returns are visible to you on the tracker when its tide is over. That fashion is over. So it has already given the return. See, if it has given 30% return, don't think that in the future it is going to give you 30% return. It's a tree which has been well taken care of. It has given fruits and now it's over. After that, what happens? The down cycle will start. So do not chase the return. If you're chasing the return, what happens going forward is you invest into that and you suddenly see that particular asset class or that fund or stock will start remaining static or will drift down and you get disappointed. The best way is, again, as I said, put rational thoughts. Describe what you want. Take an external help to decide how you can decide. Chasing a return is a loser's game. It goes without saying. The moment you decide to chase the return, the failure is sown in its place. There is one video on our channel which says, do not chase returns. Instead, put your focus on building the right process. If you put the right process, returns will follow like a slave. Instead, you focus on your returns. Returns will remain elusive throughout your life. Enemy number 4, an attitude of refusing to change. We have to have a very open-mindedness. The world is not static. World is very dynamic. Look at in your own lifetime, from the time you are born, from the time you went to school, from the time that you have taken up the job, to the day what you are today, what all the changes which happen, what all the changes which have happened in day-to-day things. See, when India got independent, it did not even have a life insurance company. Then comes the LIC of India. For 50 long years, India had one insurance company called LIC, and it became a popular name. When it became a popular name, people got used to this name and they refused to change when the industry got privatized. They thought private players are not safe. But the private players came and they changed the complexion of the insurance industry. It happened in the banking industry. When the ICICI Bank was privatized, it completely changed the landscape of the banking. At that point of time, if you wanted cash, you had to walk to the bank, give a check, take the cash, come back home. The ATM came, and the habit of going to bank to receive cash itself got changed. Then came the online payments, which changed the way you transact. Now you have the UPI, now you have got the phone. How many changes have come in? But if you still live in that fear that I will not change, it is you who will be a loser in the game. I remember I was doing an investor education program in Oman at one point of time. I met a professor of a college, and this professor was teaching everybody, and he has also approached me for help in investment. The condition that this gentleman put me was that I will never do anything online in my life. I never trust online. If you have to help me or if I have to deal with you, remember you have to do the physical form of investment, that you have to fill the forms, give it to somebody, and that's the only way. I refused to entertain that gentleman because I knew what was going to change. Now what happened? The world moved on and this gentleman stayed where he is. So you should have a mindset of constantly changing, looking what changes come. Have an open mind. You need not be the innovator who accept the change so quickly. But when the change becomes evident, you should have an open-heartedness to change it. If you do not change and you still say, I am an FD man, then the benefits of mutual funds are not there for you. If you say, I will not change from the mutual fund, the benefits of ETF may not come to you. So you see what changes are coming. Read through, listen, talk to the advisor, and have an open mind. Then only the benefits of changing world comes to you. Enemy number 5 of investors is emotional outbursts. It's not that you shout. The emotional outburst is you listen to my podcast or you listen to some presentation, you watch television channel, you get moved by the advertisement. Suddenly you moved or get attracted to something. The reverse is also true. You hate something because of your emotional outburst. If you take a decision based on emotions, remember one thing. Emotions are not long lasting. It's like, soda gas. It comes when you open the bottle, after some time it subsides. So people who take decisions out of the emotions will not stick to their decisions for long. I have seen this when people come and see us. They take very quick decisions. They get moved by what I say and they say they are ready to sign up on this. I only tell them, look, you are seated in front of me. When I am talking to you, you are not able to think. Please go back, pour your thoughts on it, ask your wife or ask your friend or whatever you want to do. Reinforce your thoughts that you want to do what I say, then it becomes a rational decision. But because you get moved by what I say and take impulsive decision, chances are that you will change your mind at a later point of time is very, very real. And I don't want you to become a victim of indiscipline at a later point of time or feeling repented. why I should have done that. So do not take decisions based on emotions. It's natural. We are human beings. We get moved by emotions. When you are moved by emotion, all that you have to do is give it the time to decide. See, remember one thing. There is emotions in you. There is common sense in you. The problem is these two things will not coexist. Where there is common sense, you don't take emotional decision. When you are overpowered by emotions, the common sense takes the back seats. Always practice in such a way that when you have been moved by emotions, the best way to take the decision is slow down, give it time, let the common sense which is there in your mind take the front seat and challenge the situation from all angles. If you think this is what I need to do from your common sense which is abundantly within you, that is the time you take decision, and those decisions will work in your favor. Enemy number 6, I know it all attitude. This is something which goes against anyone and each one. If you are somebody who believes that I know it all, I can't be taught, I have no hesitation to say either you do mistake or you do not realize what is happening. We should remain students throughout our life, whatever could be our age, whatever could be our economic background, whatever could be the seat on which we are seated, we should remain students. There is so much to learn. Finance industry in particular is advisor driven. We have fintech companies today which come and tell you that you can save so much by doing it yourself. See, you can do a lot of things on your own. That's the truth. And you know what you're going to save by doing it yourself. You save that extra cost which goes because of the advisor. But what the fintech industry does not tell you is what you stand to lose. You stand to lose because of many reasons. Number one is your peace of mind. You have a self-doubt whether what I'm doing is right or whether I'm doing is wrong. You cannot have a reinforcement. See, look at the finance industry, how it works. The Reserve Bank governor is also advised. The finance minister is advised. The best of best fund managers in industry are advised. Do you think they don't have the required knowledge? They also need to be advised. The knowledge is so huge. The amount of data that comes in is so huge. It is very essential that it gets simplified, and then these key individuals will apply their mind and take a decision. Your case is not different. Look at your own life. You have to focus on your career. That's where you are really making money, not through your investment. You have a family, your peace of mind, your existence in this world, your happiness is because of your family. You have a physical need of rest and entertainment. These three things consume most part of your time which is available. If you bring a fourth dimension of doing investment yourself, what happens is it either compromises your career, it compromises your family life, or it compromises your need for rest and entertainment. And you don't have a judgment. Investment is one field which requires a lot of time for you to master. It's not something it is hidden within me or with some guru or with only the advisors. You can also master. But what it takes is time. What it takes is enormous amounts of efforts from you, and it takes years of time for you to learn through. Every successful investor has a lot of failures behind him. It makes absolute sense for you to seek external help. Do not live under the belief that I know it all. When you are prepared to change, then the benefits of change will come to your rescue. If you want to be a good investor, the best thing is to seek help through a financial advisor. Look at the life of other people as well. Tendulkar plays better than his coach, but still he works with coach. Vishwanathan Anand plays better than his coach, but still he works with coach. Coach has important place in every activity. Now you can avoid mistakes when you have an external help. Now if you think you need somebody else to help you in your investment exercise, you can make best use of services provided by NRI Money Clinic. NRI Money Clinic has built a team of experts to help you. If you need any assistance, if you want to engage a professional to assist in your investment journey, all that you have to do is send us a WhatsApp message. Our mobile numbers are given in the description box below. To make it simple, we have provided a link over there. Click on the link. It takes you to the WhatsApp. Send us an exploratory message, and our team of experts are ever ready to help you with whatever help you want in the field of investment. Dear viewers, I would also like to listen from you. Has any of these 6 enemies what I discussed for the investor's failure, have you encountered them at any point of time? Has it gone against you? I would like to know your answers. Drop your observations in the comment section below. Dear viewers, your subscription matters for us. I see a lot of you are yet to subscribe for the channel. Please do hit that subscribe button now and press the bell icon. I give you 2 value-filled videos every week. Before I conclude, I request you to share these videos with your near and dear ones, friends and relatives, and on all the WhatsApp groups on which you are connected with. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. I shall be back with you with yet another episode of Your Life, Your Money next Friday. Till then, stay safe. Jai Hind.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.